Do we just break it? Oh, it's the Nether Gauntlet. Oh, crap. So with the bewitchment demons all handled, and our ultimate lich form intact, it was time to knock out the Nether chapter and go after the bosses in the Nether. So we began looking for a necromancer. Found us a fortress, looked around the fortress a bit, and I took advantage of my necro form to fly around where I needed to go. It's very powerful. And before you knew it, there was a necromancer. Then we were off on our broom, and before long we found us a bastion. I knew we had the piglin beast to look at next, so we landed and started harassing the local piglins. Turns out, if you kill a couple of piglins and steal the stuff out of their chest, they'll call their big brother to come fight you, the piglin beast. He was a meaty boy. Though he took a few extra hits, it wasn't long before he fell too. During our travels, we discovered this really cool looking fortress. It was made out of red nether bricks. It was mostly empty, but it was neat to look at. And then at one point, I spotted this beautiful bat. It was one of those mythic mounts, and you know I had to add it to my collection. After a little bit of persuasion, I made it love me. So then, of course, I got it some armor and a saddle. And she was a beaut. But we don't need flying mounts anymore. We use a broom and we use lich form. So one of the things I tried to do on stream was get this guy through another portal back to the overworld so I could keep him in the barn with my collection. Since we don't really need a flying pet here, we use the broom and we use our lich form now. And I couldn't get him to go through the portal, and I think that's because I hadn't gone through the portal, so I hadn't created the other side yet. So if I go through the portal and make sure that whatever chunk this is in is there. Alright, I don't know where I am, but it's here now. Let's see if we can get him through the portal now, too. I thought I'd made it large enough to get him through before, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So if we get on his back and walk him into the portal, and then hop off. Alright, he went through that time. Nice. So I think that's the mistake I was making, is I hadn't got him. I hadn't created the chunk yet, so I didn't know where to get on him. So now we should be able to fly this guy back to my home base. And we're 20,000. We're 20,000 away from base, so this is going to be a while to get there. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll continue from there. And we're back. That took forever. Once that was done, we returned to the Nether and explored the Crimson Forest until we came across what we were looking for, the Withered Demon. I died in one shot. Okay, that little distraction handled. We've come back to the Nether through our portal. Got my Charm of Cooling in hand here. And let's take a look at what we have left here. So we've dealt with Piglin Beast. We've dealt with the Withered Demon. We've dealt with the Necromancer. We have the Nether Gauntlet. We have a Soul Reaper. We have a Decaying King. And we have a Blackstone Golem to handle. So I think the next one we're going to look at is the Soul Reaper, and it says found in Soul Sand Valleys. Easiest way for us to handle this kind of thing when it says found somewhere is just use Nature's Compass. And so if we look for Soul Sand Valley, we do a search, we find out that there is a Soul Sand Valley about 1,200 blocks that way. So we will jump on our broom and we'll swing over that way, find the valley, and see what we can see. So I'll catch up with you when I get there. By the way, I just wanted to point out that once you've started killing demons and stuff, you should make yourself a hellish bauble. If you look at the hellish bauble here, that takes some demon horns, some string, a netherite scale, and fiery serum, and it gives you this. And when you're in the nether, this is the way to go. You put that in your neck slot, and you'll take the first tick of damage from anything fire, and then you'll get fire resist at that point, and you basically stop being... they can't hurt you with fire anymore. So, as an example, let's land here real quick. Let me grab my broom. And this right here, this was, see, so I took a hit, but now I have fire resist, and it just doesn't burn me anymore. This, by the way, is what one of those Blaze Guardians look like. I don't think we showed that. This is one of the targets that you're going after for the Nether here. No, nobody's talking to you. Go away. He's tough. That guy right there. So, you notice he's immune to... He's got a shield on him, so... You gotta give him the old sword action. There you go. He's not completely immune, just kind of immune. Gonna grab that. I think it's funny that even in lich form, I get caught in the cobwebs. But there you go. So that's something you definitely want when you're looking around the Nether, is the hellish bauble. Hey, I think I found one of the eyes that we need, the cursed eye. So let's unload all this crap and we can pick that up. Pretty sure that's one of our needed eyes. Booyah. There we go. We're getting there. We're up to, I think, 5 of them. So since I did mention the hellish bauble, one thing I figured I would be remiss if I didn't come back and say is every time it ignites to give you fire protection, it uses some magical energy, so keep your magical energy up, which is why we're running home real quick to get more magical energy, because we're getting kind of low. We've been kind of trucking along exploring, and I saw this down here. I don't know what this is, but I figured I would hit record. We can go find out together. One thing you have to be careful of is taking damage when you're on your broom, because you can get knocked off it and then the broom can fall into lava, so you have to be very cautious about that. So we're gonna do this on foot. The hell is this? This looks like a big... Yeah, these things hurt you, so... Ow. Big empty room? Is that all there is in it? Wait. What's that? There's an eyeball. Break that. Get rid of that real quick. Burn all these. Yeah, look, it's got sparkles. Ancient carved black stone. I'm sure no good can come from this, whatever this is. Alright, let's drink enough juice to get us through whatever it is. So what do we do with it? Oh, bosses of mass destruction. I didn't see that at first. Okay. Do we just break it? Oh, it's the Nether Gauntlet. Oh, crap. Die, Nether Gauntlet. Shoot him right in the stupid eye. Liching out. Uh-oh. Oh, lasers. Lasers. Ow. He's lasering. He's lasering. Boom, is that it? Holy crap. Did he turn into a bunch of stuff? What just happened? Whole bunch of XP there. Go away, Firefly. Made me think you were something. And then he turned into... Oh, hey, what do we have there? Blazing Eye. Haha! So we got that. What's that do? That is not one of the eyes that we're interested in. But we can use that to make a table of elevation. That's another one of those like flight things. A blast amplifier. When placed, increases explosion power by 30%. Interesting. I think target acquired. Let's go see. What do we have here? That was him. And there's his horse. Cuff me, Hellhound. So that was the Soul Reaper. He was harder to find than he was to kill. Where'd the horse go? We're gonna break this horse. We're taking this horse. He's cool looking. Come here, you. Diamond, please. Oh, he don't take horse armor. He only takes a saddle. Well, that's okay. We have Soul Reaper's horse, which is cool. How we get this back, I have no idea. Alright, go through, horsey. Go through. Oh wait, we gotta spawn the other side first. Since it's probably super far from the house. And I fall. Because the chunk doesn't exist. Ooh, wow, this is not a great spot, huh? There you go. There you go. What happens if I lich on a horse? Nothing. Huh, okay. Well, that's sad. How deep are we? Minus 11? Alright, we got a ways to dig our way up, it looks like. Alright, so I was digging up for where we came out of the Nether there, downstairs. Working my way up, and as it turns out, our nightmare friend here takes damage if he touches water. He doesn't have to be underwater, he just has to touch water and he takes damage, which makes sense, being a creature of the Nether. The problem is if you look at the biome we're in, deep, lukewarm ocean, there's no way to get him up there and not get him killed, probably. So, we turn to our friend Bewitchment again. So what I did was I dug out a chamber, and I put down an altar, and I right-clicked on it. And luckily we've got 284, probably from like kelp and other plants around the area that it's pulling energy from. And then if we look in our Book of Shadows, we're looking at the Warp, Ritual of Warp. He only needs 150, so we should have the magic for it. We just need to get an Earth Ichor, and we need to get it says Tag Lock, but really what it is a waste stone, because we're going to be moving same way we did with the villagers, where we moved villagers to our base. So we're going to make a waste stone real quick. This is a Bewitchment waste stone and not the teleport waste stone. But we are going to use the teleport waste stone. I'll be right back there, nightmare friend, to go home. And at the house, we're going to use this Bewitchment waste stone to get a position. And so we'll run over here real quick into our barn, because ultimately that's where we would like to bring our nightmare friend. Yeah, right here is fine, I guess. We'll put it right here. And if we look, it should have that location saved. So Earthacre in, Waystone in, Mecha Lecca High, Mecha Hiney Ho, and boom. Get us a quick lead. Boom. We've added a nightmare to our collection at the house. Okay, looking at our list, all we have left is the Decaying King and the Blackstone Golem. This says look in the Adventure Z handbook to figure out how to take care of this golem. So if we look in the Adventure Z handbook and we look at, there's a lot of stuff in here, different bosses. The Piglin flag comes from that. There's some other stuff for the end, which we haven't got to yet. But what we're looking for is mobs, and we want the Blackstone Golem. It's the most deadly creature in the world of Minecraft. Summoned at the Golem altar, it will destroy your world until it killed you. If you manage to kill it, however you did this, it will split in half. And then it becomes, I guess it probably becomes mini Blackstone Golems. How do we do this? Blocks. Blackstone Golem altar. The altar is made out of blackstone, which is found in the depths of the Nether. Build it inside the Nether to summon the deadliest creature you've ever seen. So it looks like it has a visualization that we can place down. Let's go back to the Nether. We'll find us a good spot to build this guy in, and we'll see what's up. Alright, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. It's mostly polished, 2 rings of polished, a ring of polished cracked bricks, and then polished in the middle, and then we've got these chiseled on the corners to put on. We're going to do those last. I'm going to go ahead and pick all these up. I was using this to cook blackstone and get the different shapes. Let's put all that away so I have room for whatever comes next. And then we probably want to put a waystone down. I flew around on my broom to get here. But let's put a waystone down right here, just in case this goes badly. You never know. So we're going to slap a waystone down right there. I'm going to name it Blackstone, just so we know where we're coming to. And of course I put away the chiseled, which is what I need for the last bit. Alright, hopefully that's far enough away and we don't have any problems. Let's drink to full here. Okay, so bam. That does not look like the same thing. Chiseled, polished, blackstone holders. That's different. Chiseled, polished, blackstone holder. That's just stone cutting with these into those. You probably don't want to be here, little goblin. I'm telling you, you're not going to like what's going to happen. So give me the stone cutter. Could have sworn we had one. I don't know why it's not coming up, but that's okay. So let's put that down real quick. Bam. Give me those 4. There we go. Put these here. And then complete. So that says that we've completed it. And then there's some kind of blackstone. These, I believe these are probably what we need here. I've been seeing these drop. So I'm thinking these are what we need. So if we go bam, 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 and bam. Alright, let's get it. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? It's building the Blackstone Golem. Hi, Blackstone Golem. And that's what I was worried about. Seems like he is immune. So we're going to have to give him the old sword action. Seems like he got caught in my spider web, at least. Wow, this is gonna take a while. My dude got 4,000 hit points. Do we have any bombs? Bomb. We've got some bombs. Let's try bombs on him, shall we? Oop, oh, nope. Tie him, lock him down in cobweb again. Now give him this. Bam. He didn't like that. Oh, he's coming apart. Can we take out his little dudes? Mini Blackstone got some points too, doesn't he? That's great. He did. Oh, wait. Maybe he was just immune while he was on the altar. Look. Haha. Oh, I got your number now, Blackstone. Uh-oh. He's glowing. He's glowing. Done. Take out his little shards that he broke apart into. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. What all did he drop? Some ancient debris, some netherite scales, a gilded netherite fragment, which upgrade material for netherite armor. Oh, interesting. The Blackstone Golem heart. Replace your own heart with it. Shift right click. Wonder what that does. You can create a Blackstone arm. I'll do some research on this and we'll figure out what that is. I don't want to use it if we don't have to. That's interesting. So there, that's this guy done. Here's some more fragments they gave us. Some enchanted golden apples. Gilded Blackstone crate. And gilded Blackstone carp. Okay. What's in the crate? Shift click to open. Smoky salmon, a saddle, another gilded carpet, looks like. It's not bad. So he's done. So now all we have left is the Decaying King. And we'll get all this stuff put away and we'll come back and do that one. Okay, so our final target in the Nether chapter is the Decaying King. It spawns in the Decaying Kingdom, which can be found using the Moonstone Compass. So if we look up Moonstone Compass, looks like it's here. We use a regular compass and some moonstones, which probably need the regular compass. Got moonstones, plenty of them. And then if we do this, it'll point us in a direction. Yeah, this looks like it's pointing in the overworld, but this is listed as a Nether quest, so we're gonna go to the Nether anyways and see what happens there. Still pointing here, so we'll go with it here and see what happens. So let me get my broom out, and then let's head in the direction that it says, and we'll see what we find when I get there. Well, I'm assuming that that's it, since that bar popped up when we got close to it. We've come quite the distance, as you can see. So we're gonna put this guy down here. We'll call this Decay. Well, actually, sorry. Gotta go up here to do it. We'll call this Decay. Like that. Alright. Well, let's go see what this is all about, shall we? I guess what we'll do is we'll lich down there from here. Say to here. The hell is a burned? It's like a burn zombie. Go away, little burn zombie. Ooh, look at that. Get some, decaying king. Ooh, no, nasty. Get some. He's cool looking. Was cool looking. Oh, the misery. And now he is nothing. And we got the Darkened Blade. Omnivamp. Heal for every mob hit with a weapon ability. Heal for every hit if the item is not on cooldown. Sword Decimation used to launch and smash the ground. Ultra Heavy. Gain haste post when having strength effect. Interesting. So that is the Decaying Kingdom. And from here, we can use our wormhole and go home. Spawns in the Decaying Kingdom, which can be found using the Moonstone. Observe a soul mass. Summoned by the Soul Reaper with at least 30 charges. Oh, okay, so we have to make a Soul Reaper. That's weird that that's a dependency. Lost soul. How do we get a lost soul? We have lost souls. Okay. So give me some iron. And we want to upgrade you with a lost soul. He's soul infused. He's soul infused. And now we can make the Soul Reaper. This guy here. Bam. Using Lord Soul that we just got. Wow, look at that. What's it say to do? Kill mobs, harvest their souls. Soul release. Use to summon familiar strength. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so we want to kill a bunch of mobs with this, apparently. I know just the place that we can collect some souls at. See this down here? This will be perfect. There's a villager in here, and so this constantly gets raided. I noticed it before, so let's collect some souls, shall we? Does it have souls in it? Whole souls harvested 29. Alright, so that should give us 30 souls. 32, okay. And that quest says it wants us to do... What is that? Grants souls as you kill mobs. That gave us a soul crate. We did that already. This will be new stuff that we'll have to do for not yet. Observe a soul mass. Summoned by the Soul Reaper with at least 30 soul charges. Observation. Okay, so if we go... Let's come over here closer to their thing. And then we... right-click, press V to default to collect souls if you're bound, summons back into your... Okay, so right-click. There's a soul mass there. Let's see what he does. Wow. This weapon is silly. And so if we press V, it said we can resummon them. And now if we hit V, we pull them all back in, and I've got 45 souls now. So that's a pretty vicious thing there. And we just keep collecting souls. So there's your soul reaper. That's a pretty vicious tool. I like that. And that completes our collection for the Nether. And so I created trophies here to go alongside these trophies for that dimension. And these things represent each of the bosses we went after. The Necromancer, who doesn't really have any drops, except he drops gold, so I put gold nugget there. The Blaze Guardian also doesn't really have any special drops, so we put a Blaze Rod. We've got the Decaying Demon Heart. We've got the Soul Reaper here, which the Soul Reaper itself didn't really have any drops, but I mean, that is called the Soul Reaper, so it fits. We've got the Piglin boss, who drops his flag. We've got the Blackstone Golem Heart. We've got the Blazing Eye from the Gauntlet, and the Darkened Blade from the Decaying King. And so that's that section done.